You ever see someone light a fire then act shocked when it burns the whole house down? Yeah, that's Rachel Zegler right now in a nutshell. Disney's Snow White remake was already hanging on for dear life, and then South Park just came in and drop-kicked the whole thing off a cliff. And they did it with their classic "we said what we said" attitude. No filters, no apologies. While Rachel was still out here trying to do PR damage control over the film's ongoing drama, South Park casually rolled in, roasted her, the movie, and Disney all in one go, and left the mouse house in a corporate panic like someone accidentally hit reply all during a company-wide crisis. And no, this didn't end with just some memes and side-eyes. South Park scorched Snow White and Rachel into another dimension.
Will you check under the bed and make sure there's no Disney executives under there?
And now, reports say they're already cooking up another DEI takedown special. So buckle up, because what we're watching isn't just a PR disaster. It's a full-blown Hollywood implosion happening in real time. And South Park? They just threw gasoline on the fire. But to understand how we even got here, let's rewind. Disney's been going through a full-on identity meltdown lately, like your cousin after their third gap year. Every decision they've made lately just screams, "Please love us." From rebooting legacy characters to rewriting iconic plots, they've been treating their catalog like a Pinterest craft project gone wrong. Case in point, Snow White. The red flags started flying the minute they cast Rachel Zegler. Then came the news that they scrapped the love story entirely, ditched the original dwarves, and reimagined the fairy tale into something that looked more like a TikTok pitch than a timeless tale. Fans were already on edge. Then South Park came along and said, "Hold our beer. They're joining the Panderverse special?" They didn't just roast Disney, they put the whole thing on a spit.
Oh, not again. Yeah, only this time, it wasn't just me. They were taking all my favorite people and replacing them with diverse women complaining about the patriarchy.
In true South Park fashion, they went nuclear. Cartman and the crew were transformed into adult women of color as a parody of Hollywood's obsession with diversity quotas. And Disney practically begged for that drag session with the way they've been treating Snow White. The entire message was crystal clear. Disney's so focused on pandering, they forgot how to tell a good story. And yeah, Rachel Zegler was dead center in the crosshairs. People aren't against diversity. What they're against is fake, corporate checkbox diversity that feels more like a PR stunt than actual representation. And let's be real, casting a Latina actress as Snow White was always going to spark debate. The literal name is Skin as White as Snow. Disney knew what they were doing, but instead of handling the criticism with grace, they doubled down by gutting the romance, axing the prince, and turning the dwarves into some CGI party of strangers. All in the name of being more culturally sensitive and modern. The fans weren't buying it. And South Park? They could smell the chaos from a mile away. Their parody basically screamed, "If you erase everything that made Snow White, what's even left?" And Rachel? Girl, she didn't exactly make things easier.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut, who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
She landed one of the most iconic roles in film history, and instead of celebrating it, she trashed the original. In interviews, she called the old story creepy and outdated, and said the prince gave red flag energy. She even went so far as to tell critics, "I don't need your money."
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut, who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Then came the icing on the cake. Rachel bragged that the new version wasn't about love at all. She said the prince's role was barely even there. Fans were furious. Critics were baffled. And South Park? They were licking their chops, already writing punchlines. Rachel started coming off like someone embarrassed to be in the movie, not proud of leading a fairy tale revival. That gave South Park the perfect opening. And trust, they took it. And don't even get us started on the dwarf drama. The 7 dwarves weren't just reimagined. They were replaced with what looked like 7 extras from a rejected fantasy pilot. Fans were like, "What is even happening here?" Disney tried to dodge controversy and instead walked right into it, again. South Park saw that and went wild, dragging Disney for butchering classic tales in the name of not offending anyone, all while ironically offending everyone. The backlash got so loud that Disney panicked, ordered reshoots, and tossed in some CGI dwarves at the last second. That just made things messy, eh? You'd think after the backlash The Little Mermaid got, Disney would have learned. Sure, Halle Bailey got heat, but the film still honored its roots. Snow White is like the original got tossed in a blender. South Park noticed, They clocked the formula, diversity plus modern twist equals profit, and turned it into comedic gold. And don't even pretend Rachel's interviews didn't hand them a full buffet of material. They basically turned her comments into a PSA. If you hate the story this much, maybe don't be in it. Meanwhile, Disney's execs are reportedly losing their minds. They know South Park doesn't just roast, they shift public opinion. People weren't just laughing, they were agreeing. Rumors say Disney even tried to quietly reach out to South Park's parent company to tone things down. But that's the worst thing you can do. South Park thrives on that kind of drama. Remember Tom Cruise and Scientology? Yeah, they love when people try to silence them. That's when they go even harder. And now, word is they're not done. Reports say South Park is prepping a brand new DEI special that could drop as early as August. And it's supposedly focused on Snow White's flop at the box office. Translation: they're not just coming back. They're coming back harder. Fans are hyped. Because let's be real, that movie tanking gave South Park an all-you-can-roast buffet. So how's Rachel doing with all this? According to insiders, not well. She's reportedly fuming. She thought she'd be celebrated for giving Snow White a bold, modern edge, not roasted for wrecking a classic. Instead of being praised as a trailblazer, she's become a meme magnet. And South Park dragging her only made it worse. She's reportedly over it. Annoyed that people think she got cast just to check a box. But South Park didn't just twist the knife. They dumped the entire salt shaker in the wound. So between Disney's spiraling PR mess, Rachel's hot takes, and South Park's unrelenting mockery, we've reached a Hollywood meltdown that even the Grimm brothers couldn't have written. Now the big question, will Disney finally course correct? Or will they keep rewriting classics into oblivion? Let me know what you think in the comments. Should Disney go back to its roots? Or is this the new normal? Until next time, keep your stories classic, your satire savage, and remember, if South Park's roasting you, you probably messed up somewhere along the way. Peace.